Very good story by Gloria Milimo. The basic education and training institutions, also known as APBET schools, are grappling with lack of government funding despite their priceless contribution to the education sector. Consequently, the APBET Association has called on the Minister of Education to prioritize these schools in this year's budgetary allocation and expedite the disbursement of funds. And as Bramwell Bwire reports, the schools are also seeking government intervention in rebuilding schools that were destroyed by floods.
Alternative provision of basic education and training schools, commonly known as APBET schools, are organized forms of learning set up to deliver basic education and training to disadvantaged persons who, due to various circumstances, cannot access formal schools. Despite challenges in attaining all regulations laid down by the Ministry of Education, they remain an integral pillar in attaining education for all. However, lack of funding from the government proves to be a heavy burden in managing the institutions. Thomas Magadi is the General Secretary of the APBET Schools Association.
Now we ask the government that because APBET is their product, APBET is not our product. It's them that start with a team and they say we need to get this school from non-formal and call it APBET school. Now APBET is their program. Now they need to stand firm and support this program.
Magadi is concerned about the misunderstandings surrounding the school feeding program. He says the project is one of the main takeaways in keeping learners in schools.
There are so many children that depend on that feeding in school. The same with APBET. Now, if the government says they're scrapping off the feeding program, they're not sincere. And something is wrong somewhere. Because you see, a nation should invest on a child. And if a nation does not invest on a child, then there's a big problem with that nation.
Lack of funds to repair basic structures of these schools is also a big challenge for the learners, teachers, and the owners of the schools. The above stakeholders now want the government to prioritize APBET schools in this year's budgetary allocation, as well as help them in rebuilding the schools that were damaged by the floods.
We've heard that there was money which was being dispatched by the government to APBET schools. Unfortunately, most schools, they never received. Like now in the Nyanza region, I can't say which school is just receiving. You find even it is just one. The rest is just a name APBET.
But in reality, the schools under APBET down here are not receiving the help that they are giving out, which means there are people who are sitting on these APBET schools.
The children are children of Kenya. These children are just the same children as those who are in government schools.
Kisumu County has more than 80 APBET schools, most of them located in slum areas. Bramwell Bwire, KTN News, Kisumu.
A good place to end tonight's broadcast on News Hour. Thank you so much for watching. On behalf of the whole team from Eldoret, Dennis